as far as wrestling is concerned, for me, the most intriguing story is Cody trying to capture this dream. And, it's been so fantastic, except for, the injury portion, but it's just been really great to see him reconnect with this audience, kind of be completely welcomed back home, coming back to WWE, and them to have his back in this journey. It's really, really fun to see, and I'm excited for him to get back. Not only for that, but because he needs to go back to work.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I'm home right now with my entire family because of my benefits. I get to be home for 4 months straight, which is great. But at the same time, you are home with your family for 4 months, so
Yeah.
it's a little. I love you so much, but maybe go outside for a few minutes, give me some air.
Well, he
How
loves wrestling. He needs to wrestle. It's in his blood. It's part of his makeup. But no, he's been great through all of this, and all of the work that he's been doing to get back has been really good. I went with him to his physical therapist yesterday to finally see, because he's been ragging on me the entire time. You haven't come, you haven't come, you haven't come. So I
okay?
was like, okay, I'm coming to see. And I was really, really, really just impressed with how he looks now. He doesn't look like anything happened, which is
Oh, good.
crazy because he had major surgery. So he looks like the same Cody to me. The muscle mass is all there. He looks ready to me. But I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you. He's
I
ready
was
to go.
gonna say, is he ready to go? Because I think everyone wants him. The hopeful feelings is Cody wins Royal Rumble, beats Roman Reigns for both belts, WrestleMania, hold him over his head, fireworks in the sky, drones making a giant Cody image in the sky holding the belt. That's what we want. Is that what we're gonna get?
From your lips to God's ears, let's hope, right?
Let's hope. Now, obviously, my wife I love so much, but she only really shows concern when like I'm hurt, and then when she's showing concern when I'm hurt, I'm like, I must be really hurt if she's showing concern. So that Hell in the Cell match, when he shows up and takes off his robe and his arm and his chest, looks like someone just threw paint on him. That must have been tough. As a wife, he's also your best friend too. You seeing him look like this, and you're like, oh my God, like what was going through your mind? Did he explain to you before, like, don't worry, everything's fine, honey? Or like, holy crap, this could get worse?
Well, everything wasn't fine.
Of
I
course.
I knew that
Yeah.
going in, and thankfully, I have seen people with the injury before, so I knew that the chest was going to turn black and blue.
Mm.
It was really probably the worst that I've ever seen it, but I at least knew that that was what we were going to be looking at, something to that degree. But for me, I know that as athletes, we always want to work through the pain. So I was just concerned with how much pain were we working through, especially when we know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, it's like, hey, just get through this, and then you're gonna you're gonna have surgery, and you're gonna feel so much better. So you're just like, okay, well, here goes everything. So I was just really, concerned that he wasn't putting himself through too much. But I knew that. I mean, there was no arguing him wrestling that match. I gave my blessing on it, because like, why have an argument that I can't win anyway? So might as well give my blessing, and just hope for the absolute best. And I think the best is what happened there. I mean, get the W and go into surgery.
Oh my God. That's the reaction of the audience. Once he took that robe off and everyone kind of went hush. Like usually you'd be
Yeah.
like, oh no, there was no, oh, there was like, oh my. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty dreadful. Yeah, it's pretty dreadful looking. But yeah, I think that
wow.
that just kind of gave everybody the same anticipation over that match, and kind of like, what is actually going to happen here? No one wants to see anybody get hurt worse, but there was always that possibility. So
I guess so, but like, what's that? Well, what the bruise is gonna go onto his face and his legs? Like that was such an intense moment. That's like a Halloween costume that they should produce next year for the WWE. Like, would you like to dress
yeah.
up as Cody Rhodes injured at Hell in the Cell? Well, now you can buy this, little kids. Like,
Well, it actually did go down into his like side, so it was all the way down, all the way through like his side and abdomen and everything. Yeah, it was gnarly.
oh my God. I guess, I think it was maybe you who tweeted it out that was like, I can't wait to show, your baby this image of their father being so like defiant and not letting go of this moment, because it was such a big moment to build to. We get here and imagine, it's an injury. People obviously get injured. It's not ballet, but like the idea of, oh, he can't wrestle because he's injured, to be like, oh, that sucks. But like if they showed a picture of that, be like, oh, that's okay with me, man. But like how inspirational is that for, I guess, all dads to want to go out there and show to their kids, like, it's okay. Like, we can work through the pain, and don't worry, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Like, that must be pretty awesome to feel that your husband is willing to go out there and do that for all the fans who are on this new journey with him, getting to become the new world champion in the WWE.
Yeah, I think that I tweeted that because I've been an athlete my entire life, as has Cody, and these are some hard lessons that you learn. I remember skating one time with my ankles wrapped with like a pound of tape on each side, and they were bleeding through it, but I couldn't miss the competition. So it was the most painful thing that I think I've ever done, besides wrestle with a broken collarbone in Japan. Let's not talk about that again. But
we can talk about it if you want to talk about it again.
Let's not. It was rough. We're good now, though. I'm okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but you have these defining moments where it's like, okay, is this worth it? And why is this worth it to me? What does it mean to me? And when you're able to push through and do these things and look back on it and, smartly within reason. Now, things are extremely dire. Obviously, you don't want to put yourself through some incredible risk, but if it's something that's just a matter of gritting your teeth and going ahead and showing up with what you've worked so hard for, that is what I would want her to do. And I already know she's going to be an Olympic athlete. We're just deciding what category are we going to be in now. Is it swimming? Is it figure skating? Is it gymnastics? Soccer, maybe. She's a really good, like today at a little class that I take her to, she kicked a goal. Like I've never seen that before. She was kicking around a soccer ball and there was a goal post and she kicked it right in. And I was like, wow, okay. But yeah, so obviously I think she's got the bones for being an athlete, hopefully, in some sense. So we'll see what happens, but I will definitely refer to that anytime that she's like, well, I just can't do it, which we all do at some point.
Of course, that'd be so funny. I can't do it. Well, look at your father. Look at your father. Do you see this?